Assalamu alaikum, my dear lovely students. Welcome to another new lesson from this channel. Our today's class is going to be another important class for all of us, because in the class we are going to learn some phrases that will help us to smarten our speaking a little bit more. So the very first phrase that we are going to learn from our class is off and on, or now and then. My dear learners, there's a good news for all of you, and the news is that instead of using sometimes, from today you can use off and on or now and then in making conversation. Well, let me make an example for all of you. Just think that if I say my father comes home sometimes as he lives out of Dhaka. Here I can say my father comes home off and on, or my father comes home now and then as he lives out of Dhaka. If I say, my friends, hey, you can come our home sometimes. Here, instead of saying sometimes, we can say, hey, you can come our home off and on. Hey, you can come our home now and then. Another example could be, in my university life, I used to smoke sometimes. In my university life, I used to smoke off and on. Or, in my university life, I used to smoke now and then. So my dear learners, the one thing that I want to make you clear from here, that if you want to make any sentence using sometimes from today, so here you will learn that don't use sometimes in conversation from today. Rather, you can use off and on or now and then in making conversation. And I think if you use these two phrases, your sentence or your speaking will get a little bit smarter. Well, the next phrase we're going to learn from our today's class is a piece of cake. No, my dear learners, I'm not going to tell you to have or to take a piece of cake that will taste sweet. Here, piece of cake or a piece of cake will refer a very easy task. For example, I can say, well, you know that I am very good at speaking English. English is a piece of cake for me. So here, English is very easy for me. So the thing what I have done over here, that I didn't use actually easy, rather I used a piece of cake. Before entering the exam hall, all the people were talking that today's exam is gonna be very difficult or tough. But after finishing the exam, I found it a piece of cake. Here, I have just used a piece of cake instead of using easy. If I wanted to say like that, well, a lot of people were telling that today's exam is gonna be very tough. But after finishing the exam, I found it very easy. But I didn't say here easy. Rather, I found the exam a piece of cake. So the exam was a piece of cake for me. The exam was very easy for me. So here from my lesson, you have understood that instead of saying very easy, you can say a piece of cake. Just think that one of your friends just come to you and ask you that, hey, can you swim? Replying him or replying her, you can say, yes, I can swim. Don't you know that swimming is a piece of cake for me? So my dear learners, from today's lesson we have come to learn total 2 or 3 phrases, and the first phrase we have discovered from here is that instead of saying sometimes, we can use off and on or now and then, and instead of saying very easy, we can say a piece of cake. If your mother is good at cooking, you can say, my mother is good at cooking. Cooking is a piece of cake for her. Cooking is a piece of cake for her, right? Thank you, my dear learners, for enjoying the lesson with a great care. I think this lesson was very much effective for all of you. If you really find this lesson effective, just give it a share with your friends and family members. No more today. I hope I will see you over a new video once again. Till then, stay safe, stay fine. Allah Hafiz.